Got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers, the mission.
Yo, what's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-Piece TCG, Big Pirates TCG, and 2D. Ooh, we is finally giving you that tier list for OP14 and EB04, the complete set. Oh yeah, so do hype the video up, smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, go down in the comments. Let me know what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what would you or who would you place differently? Yeah. Now, a big shout out to one of the Yonkos, one of the OGs, one of the first people I started watching, Kardi Kaizoku. All right, they got a website going. God knows how they did it. I don't know why it's so hard for tier list maker to like just have the leaders. Just have the leaders. I don't know why this first person to think of this. Cool, awesome, appreciate you, big boss. But anyways, we're going to get into it. Now, let's talk about the tiers, okay? So we got best Dixon format, all right? Now, this is going to be reserved for the ones who are winning, the winning lists, okay? Think about who is actually winning. Then we got always a bridesmaid. Always a bridesmaid is the tier reserved for those who will they'll get top 32, top 16, top 8. But will they ever win the tournament? Probably not, okay? But they're always up there. They're always up there. Then we've got they won with what? And that's when you hear the story about like, oh, they took Whitebeard, or they took some just ragtag ass, they do one thing right leader and made it all the way to grand finals and won, okay? Like they didn't play any of their bad matchups. But they won, okay? So won with what? All right. They have potential. They could, in the right circumstances, they could do it. I mean, like, if it's a clear path. And then following along that, we got cope heads ripping lines of cope, okay? This is for the leaders that are just like, well, if this works, and then this, and then this, and then this, and my opponent has a stroke, yeah, then maybe. Now let me tell you something about cope heads ripping lines of cope, okay? That is how everything else is started. It all starts with ripping some lines of cope with your friends, okay? You go from that to they won with what? Before you know it, always a bridesmaid, and then you get support in the next set, and because you were on it since it was cope, oh my gosh, best deck in the format, right? So don't shit on them just yet. You know what I mean? Cope heads can make it happen. And then we got Cucked here, Diddy style. You like to watch Cassie. Oh crap, hang on, bring it back. You like to watch Cassie with whoever, okay? Like you like to watch. All right, Cucked here. You just like to show up with your deck and just watch them do awful things to it. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Okay, so let's start off, man. This is the list as it's coming at me. I'm going to just like rapid fire, okay? So Kazuki Odin, they won with what? They won with what with Kazuki Odin? By the way, I'm not doing this is the best of this. They won. No. Because if this, let's say these two were in the same one, right? If this is technically better than this, then this should be up here or this should be down here. You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Okay. How cool is this? This looks great. But no, you're cuck. You show up and like to watch. This is not going to be your alternate to blue purple Luffy. Let's get out of here. But they've got some support. I've got some friends who test it. Big shout out to Patrick Noel, right? And my buddy Win. I don't know if he even still plays, but yeah, he used to be big on this one. But yeah, so you know, if you got some lists, send them my way. I would be very interested in checking it out. Yeah, no, that's just gonna be there. That's gonna be there. Oh, they never go away. Okay, I'm gonna have to scroll. Okay, this is gonna be hot, a little bit of hot take. I believe that Monka de Loof, green purple, is either up here or right here. Right? We might even have to make a whole separate tier. Okay. Now, the reason being is that this leader has so many cards that support so well into the meta, that goes so well into the meta. I'm about to pull up a list right here so you guys can kind of see, because you know I'm gonna make a pit stop and talk about my guys, right? My guys, burgers and fries. I hope I got the list up already. I hope I got it right here. All right. Okay, so this is my latest list, right? And as we move forward and we get more support, this card almost turns off just about any removal. I mean, it does turn off every removal. I'm running 3 of it right now. This is why you will win against Ace, Emu. I mean, this is why you will win into virtually anything that relied on removing your board so that they don't have to deal with the 7K bodies. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're going to need a new game plan. Between this card and, oh, this is my older list. Yeah, this is my older list. We're not seeing Lil Loof. We're not seeing Lil Loof. Yeah, this little guy right here. I mean, I might run them in red, green, Luffy. Maybe that's what that is. But anyways, between this card and this card, they're not getting rid of your board. They're just simply it's just not happening. You can't even get rid of this card without us, you know, just turning that Dawn sideways. It almost feels like it gives you a whole new leader effect. You know what I mean? So between this one and then this one, restanding everything, we're always gonna have Dawn ready, and that's why I feel like this list can win into just about anything. The thing is, though, is that are we? Oh crap! What's going on over here? Yeah, I guess we could keep it like that. The thing is that it's still touchable. It's still touchable. But you know what, man? It's 3-piece TCG. We're gonna put it here. This is gonna be the first best dick in format. Okay, I can beat Ace with it. I can beat Emu with it. I can beat everything with it. All right, so get off my nuts, dog. Okay, Nefelatari Vivi. Okay, BB Theory. I don't know if they're topping. I don't know if they're always topping. They've got a great gimmick. But I don't know if they're always topping. I don't know. I love the Big Daddy Shanks. Came home with the belt. Everybody gets whipped, and then they get Rush. I love it. I love Kaido. Draw me a billion cards and then get Rush. I love it. But I personally, in my run-ins with Vivi and my playing with Vivi, haven't seen the consistency, and it is a 4-life leader at the end of the day, and those are the ones you rush down to the ground, right? That's what the reason why this guy's so strong is we don't care. We take the first 2 hits easy, right? Maybe even 3. But anyways, yeah, so basically I'm going to go ahead and say the jury's still out on Vivi. They definitely have their strong plays. They definitely have their win conditions, right? And I'm going to say this again real quick for everybody. The difference between any deck can beat any deck when all the stars align. The difference is how often do all the stars align for your deck, right? So they definitely have their win condition, but it's towards the end. It's got to be right, and it doesn't necessarily always dig you out of a hole. The reason why this one is where it's at is because its win condition is every fucking game. We're searching, we're grabbing everything all the time. It just works out like that. Oh, Jewelry Bonney. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Man, I really like this leader. But I do tear this leader up. When I'm piloting it, it's fun. When I pilot it, it's up here. But when I'm against it, it's not the tough customer I'm worried about. Unfortunately, I feel good going in the Joy Bonney with just about everything I run. And it's not even necessarily that my shit is its weakness as much as it is, this is a 4-life leader. I know what they want to do, and I'm just able to disable. Bars. Able to disable. Bars, okay? But I feel like they're very strong. They're going to have access to the big boot scoot Luffy, okay? They got that Zoro that's big city hooping. When you understand how to pilot this list, I think it's going to do very well. It actually does. I actually have, and it's on there. I actually have beaten, Emu. I've beaten Ace. I've beaten everybody with it. It just can feel a little vulnerable. Okay, so I don't know, but I'm gonna conservatively place it right here at always a bridesmaid. Conservatively. If it was a Luffy list, I would have put it right here. But it's, yeah, Zoro. Hey, man, they won with what? That thing's always going to be good. Homeboy, always going to be good. Santa Loof, I'm not going to put Santa Loof, Rip and Cope. Kaduki Odin, I'm going to always show respect. Rip and Cope. Wait down here. I think, believe it or not, I think Doflamingus is still pretty good. I'm gonna put him right there though. I'm gonna put him right there. Again, this isn't the he's not the bottom. If I had to put it like that, it'd probably be like that. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna. Maybe I will. Who knows? Okay. Kaido ripping lines of cope, dog. Fat Daddy lines of cope. You know, I don't like Croc. Put him in the cuck tier. Let's see. That's just not. I'm not even gonna rank that. We're gonna run out of space for no reason. Okay, you guys just saw me make this list. That's gonna always be in the one they won with what. I'm gonna make it the king of they won with what. I'm just trampling all over everything I said. But this leader with Zoro, the way I ran it last was already, hey yo. Now Moby Dick. Let me tell you something about Dick, okay? Moby Dick is a card that will be able to be played in the off season, right? Or in the off whatever. Let's take a look at if you just search Dick. Sometimes you just got to search for Dick in red. So the thing is that you would be able to do this right here. Not the Newgate Navy. Y'all don't want to see that. Oh, Newgate. Let's see. What do we got here? Is this it? Yeah. So on the turn I play Zoro for 8. Okay, are y'all ready? Or whatever, for 7. Because there's turns where I'll want to play Zoro instead of whatchamacallit, Newgate, right? Because I still have 2 Dawn available. Well, on those turns, I could actually play Zoro and play Moby Dick. If it's 9 Dawn, I can play this, and then guess what? I'm a 10k bodied leader. 10k bodied leader. Squeeze me, baking powder. That's gonna take some getting used to for our opposition. Now, of course, we would have to make space for it. You know, this is we probably have to get rid of this. You know, do some things to make some room for it, but it's not benefiting everything. It's kind of just benefiting our leader at this point. So yeah, it's not quite the same. It doesn't hit the same. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, but yeah, I do feel like it could do very well. I've beaten up everybody. It's one of those catching them off guard, possibly Copehead ripping. Yeah, Copehead ripping lines of cope. We're gonna go ahead and we'll just skip past these guys. I don't want to run out of space. I love Frankenfurter. This card used to be dope. Smoker. I think that Smoker just doesn't have a place anymore. We'll put him Copeheads ripping lines of cope. All right. Everybody's benefiting from Red Zoro. You know what I mean? Big shout out. RIP. Makudo. No. This is King of the Cuck tier. Always King of the Cuck tier. Even in the chair. He's even in the chair. He's in the chair. He's got a couple pages from the Kama Sutra he'd like you to reenact, okay? Now, this one, Katakuri. Let me tell you something. I'm recording this video on Saturday, the day before the big freeze, okay? It's just in case we get knocked out, you know. We had, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is spotted on the plane headed west, okay? So that doesn't bode well for Texas if you've been here for any amount of time. That's... Imagine taking money from taxpayers, okay? And then when it's time to do your job, you give them excuses and take off, like in real life. And they get reelected. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm a first responder. I can't imagine taking taxpayer money and then when the tone's going off, being like, I'm headed to Cancun. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, Katakuri. The reason why I say I'm recording this on Saturday is because Saturday morning, my dog Spicy in the Discord sent me a pretty cool looking list. I'll give them credit here real quick. Let's see. Yeah. Look at this one. So this is the list they sent me. It's a Thriller Bark package. I was thinking of a Thriller Bark package or a super life hate EB04 life hate package with all the, you know, with the Nami and everybody the life hates, right? Because that's some life hate too. But yeah, so we'll definitely be tinkering with this leader, and I don't think they're out yet. I don't think they've seen their last day. That's for sure. But yeah, right now I could say they went with what? Because this leader's always dangerous. This is gonna be this would be right here. Unfortunately, I mean you could freeze your whole. You could freeze Emu, so I'm gonna put it right there. Put it there, pal. E-show, shout out my dog George from DNA. Always run that E-show. Okay, Crocodilio. What's the dealio, Crocodilio? I feel like they're here. They've got a lot of things they can pull off, a lot of shenanigans, and I feel like they'll catch a lot of people off guard for sure. Let's go going. Bello Betty. Bello Betty's been kind of moved to the back ever since. Yeah, you're ripping lines of coke. Ha, I love doing that. Okay, we got our next. Oh yeah, best dick in format. Let me explain. Let me explain. I know you're gonna want an explanation. All right. Do I got a Ploofy on here? EB Ploofy? What does that do? Be? Okay. So here's the thing. Maybe it's a bridesmaid. But 3-piece TCG, the currency goes a little bit different. Okay, y'all came here for the buffoonery, and you know I'm always gonna deliver. This leader, especially with that art, okay, we are able to throw Emu completely offline. We're able to fuck up Ace's game plan as well. I mean, we get everybody all messed up, all in a tiffy. Okay. And yeah, I think it works, and it works fairly often. We've got a search that grabs everything now. You know, divine departure to get rid of the bigs. We've even got a little Goldie Roger action to become 7 and make everything else. You know, we're running easier to defend. I mean, we're running 4, 8, 12, 2Ks. Everything's got counter except for, you know, okay, we got some bricks. But yeah, in my list, in my experience, this leader wins just as much as anybody else. They're a special boy, and they you know, can they win against everything? Yes. I don't know. Am I crazy? Did I not give you guys? You know, I'm gonna bring him to locals. Don't worry, I'm bringing him to locals. It'll be fun. Enel's a dick rider. And they're always gonna be there. This is also EB4 considering, right? EB04 considering. So Enel's, you know, what have you. Uda. Let's see. I really want them to relinquish Gecko Moria from the whatchamacallit, from the ban zone. That way this leader can pop off, and this leader can pop off once again. I want to see them doing their thing. I think this is Cope. I think a little Cope. This leader can do good into a lot of leaders. I'll say a lot. It can do its thing. I'll go ahead and put it in Cope. This one right here. I think this could also be up here for as much trouble as it causes, but they've moved away from cards that gave them easier matchups into like these guys in favor of, you know, competing with the tier 1 meta. For they have one here and there, but I think that this is where they'll be comfortably. I wouldn't be surprised, again, where they're topping. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. You know, these guys are shoo-ins. Foxy Cleopatra, they won with what? You dirtbag. Boa Hancock, nobody playing that. Rob Lucci's got a little bit of support. Why did this one here twice? Get out of here. Vegapunk, Copehead, ripping lines of Cope. Marco, I don't see Marco doing it. There's just too many better choices for that color scheme. Carrot, I'll give Carrot, they won with what? Y'all know I love some Carrot, but I think Carrot's and they won with what? I need to play more Carrot. But as of right now, they got to go second, or at least I feel like they got to go second. But they got some stuff. It just, we'll see. I don't know when we're gonna get some more majors, right? I don't know when we're gonna get the majors, but we'll see. Well, they definitely do their thing. They get their, you know, they get their minks, and they get the reset with the big, you know, the restand with the big Carrot, etc. They get to freeze a lot of things. They definitely have winning matchups into plenty. I'm just not feeling the power yet, and when I play against them, I'm not feeling the oppression yet. You know what I mean? So that's why they're there. King, get out of here. Pudding could possibly be good. Calgara's got some support, but that's going to be an OP15. I'll put them right there. They're always dangerous. Oh wait, they're always dangerous. Shank's daddy. I think Shank's daddy can comfortably go in. They won with what? I think they're gonna always be good. Actually, and maybe they're a little higher with that Zoro. Maybe we need to cook up one more time with Shanks. Let's take a look at Red Hat Pirates or Red Hair Pirates, right? They got anything new? PRBL2. This guy's no. No, nothing new. Nothing new. Just throwing that Zoro in there and hoping for the best, right? I mean, but this is also your guy that you like to see on 7. Where's my Beckman at? Yeah, been like Beckman, right? Anyways. But yeah, Shanks is gonna be they won with what? Also, if you want to get the God Pack at off meta locals night, run Shanks coming 4th place, right? Oh yeah, the GOAT. Best decks in format. Look. You're gonna make me bring the list out again? God bless. Where is it? Oh crap, we don't even have a Broofy. Have we not done Broofy since we reset everything? Ah, crap. Crapola. But anyways, I don't know, gang. You guys saw me go up against just about everything. I think this list even beat Bonney last time I was out. Okay, like, come on. We've got 12 to 14 ramp pieces. The Swaley just continues to just push our agenda further. And the new list I'm running, the best versus the West. I don't know, the best versus the rest of the West. The best versus the rest of the West. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm done having a stroke. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna have that one out to you guys pretty soon. But yeah, we got all the pieces, and what it is this. Mihawk is good. I feel like I'll run over Mihawk with this. I'm just too much, too fast, too furious. Emu is good. I definitely have a even matchup into Emu. Like, I do my thing very often. Emu's cards that KO do not KO any of my pivotal cards. They get rid of Zoro, but they do not get rid of Broofy. They do not get rid of Rush Luffy. They don't get rid of Sanji. They don't get rid of Rayleigh, obviously. And then 2 of those cards, the Rayleigh and the Sanji, are turning their blocker sideways and allowing me to go for game or push that out, right? We're going to stay 7K the whole time. We got that Hell's Judgment, you know what I mean? It's not something that's searchable, of course, but being a 9K body with Hell's Judgment is just too crazy. It's absolutely bonkers, you know what I mean? So, yeah, there's a plethora of reasons. I know you guys feel like I'm trolling, and maybe part of me is, but I'm going to argue for this is why I think these are hot, because I'm able to win into the highest tier. Think about it like this. Maybe I'm about to qualify them for what they won with what. Because if all I see is meta, I feel like I'm gonna have a pretty good shot. I feel like I got a pretty good shot. Hey, let's keep it moving. Don't think about it too much. Don't think about it too much. They won with what? I think Robin's got access. They got access to all this new life hate. They got access to yeah, you gotta think. Nami, Robin, what's her name? Homegirl. Bonney, Goot Shoot Bonney. And then they also got access to Gum Gum Giant. They won with what? I can believe. This can catch some people slipping. No, not right there, dog. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. Smoker. Smoker's had some development here lately. I think Smoker's they won with what? Every time I run into Smoker, I'm running right through Smoker. Yeah, whether it's off meta night or online, you guys saw that. How the fuck is this Smoker supposed to swing into a 9K Bonney in this economy? Okay, we get people awfully angry, but they do got some new support, and the Smoker, what is it? They've got one right here. It's that new card that I'm excited about for it. It costs 7 or it costs 8. Where is it? Oh, why is this not sort by cost? Yeah, what the hell? Smoker and Tashigi, yeah, that one makes your base power +7, which is crazy. If you get this, and then you got that Zoro on there, you're gonna become a 9K body. Oh yeah, on defense, on defense. But anyhow, get that clown out of here. I'm gonna put this one up here for Patrick Noel. Tier 0 sugar. Got access to red and purple. Don't ask any questions, okay? Law, I think Law is at this point. Well, I think it depends on the build, right? But yeah, it's probably Cope heads ripping lines of Cope. I'm gonna do this one for. Actually, I'm gonna do that for AJ. Let's see. Usopp, out of here. No, I think this could still win. I think not win, but I think there's a lot of life hate. There's a lot of life hate in this world right now, and I think they could benefit from it, especially EB04. You got to think of them adding Nami, etc. Cobster. I think Cobster's and they won with what? They've got a lot of new tools coming up. All those Navy cards you just saw, Jinbei I'm not even going to bother with. I think this guy's going right here, always a bridesmaid. I don't cut for this Luffy the same way I cut for the other Luffys. But, well, the thing is this. Why? Why, SpongeBob? Why? Why isn't this up here with all the other Luffys? It's because this Luffy is very high rolly. High roll, it's up here. Mid and lower roll, it's down here or down here, right? Now, as a competitor, you could, should, would be able to mitigate your less than desirable hands to make it come up here. But as of right now, I'm not going to lie, I have not played with it in the latest patch. I just know it's always a bridesmaid. Like, do I feel like it could win again? Yes. Would I be surprised? Not that surprised. I would want to see the list, right? But I'm putting it up there. Everybody goes up there. All the Luffys, okay? Nami. I think Nami goes they won with what? Yeah, Nami's and they won with what? Katakuri. Ripping lines of coke, big dog. Ripping lines of coke. I still think that. So Rayleigh can still bust some things up. Rayleigh can still bust some things up. He can still harass the majority of the cast. I think Rayleigh has got to, with the pilot. I think Rayleigh could still do that. I think Rayleigh could still be there. I got a spot in my heart for Rayleigh. I think Zoro is at least always a bridesmaid, if not up there. They're hanging in this meta. Right? They were already able to beat out, aces and emus and hang out. So I'm gonna personally put a good Zoro with a good roll up there, maybe down here, maybe up here, maybe down here. I don't know. Kuzan, the Blues-on. I'm gonna give them right here. I'm gonna give them right here. Yeah. Sanji. Sanji's got some cards, dog. Sanji's got some cards. Sanji's got some builds. I'm gonna put they won with what for right now. Now I'm gonna put him next to Mosshead. I'm gonna keep that rivalry going. This guy is a dick beater. I'm gonna still put him in they won with what? Because I feel like there's a lot for them to still prove in this meta, right? No, bro. I'm sorry, but right up to the top. Let me explain. All right, hang on. I gotta have it. There we go. Oh, Santa Loof, Chris Kringle himself. Okay, look, gang. This leader is doing different things. Okay, this is my latest list. We're talking about EB04. We're talking about EB04. Yeah, we're talking about that one. We're talking about 7K bodied leader. Okay. With 3 and 4 Dawn up, okay, having one attached, yeah, 8K Dawn. We're talking about a build that doesn't even need to run 2Ks. We're talking about you can't KO us and everybody gets plus fucking 1K, and then you can't even remove us. Yeah, we're talking about that leader. We're talking about no to Emu. No, we're gonna swing 1 billion times at Zoro. You turn your big sideways. I'm going to -10 it and run it into the ground. Okay, like I'm gonna get rid of it with Garp, the Garp Searcher. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of it with Searcher Nami. Okay, like, yeah, dude. Santa Loof. What are y'all losing faith in Santa Claus now? What's this world come to? Absolutely. Tier 0 Luffy. And once I get the daggum cards, I'm going to start running it. I ain't got no product, gang. No product. No product. OP14, no product. Ace. Ace is the place with the friendly Whitebeard folks. You already spent your $200 on Ace, and you're going to still be good. Ace has still got a lot of great pieces. Ace is kind of like Luffy as well, where their high roll is impregnable, okay? You ain't doing nothing against it, nothing with it. But, you know, you get to go second, and you don't see your I am Whitebeard on curb. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. You know what I mean? It's not foolproof. It's not foolproof. It's not an automatic, you know, you're going to see the same cards every time, so help you God. But, you know, it's got a great line of play that at this point has become very straightforward, very easy to understand. It takes a while to get used to because you're a 3-life leader. But yeah, I still think this leader is extremely powerful. Completely eclipses would-be contenders like Croc. This leader is the reason why Croc isn't even existing in this format. What did it have, like six of fucking 365, you know, tops, because it cannot win against this. Don't get me wrong. You establish 2 Whitebeards and you got like 1 or 2 life and fucking 11 cards in hand. Yeah, you're going to win the game. You're going to win the game. Okay. You go to 0 life when you're ready. Oh my God. You go to 0 life when you're ready. Play out your Roger. And that's all she wrote. You get what I'm saying? So like, yeah, man. Ace is going hamsky dudes. But if you don't see what you need and your opponent does and they rush you down, that's it, Jack. Or if they can turn your blocker sideways, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. If they can affect your Dawn, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. If they can just rush to hell and affect your Dawn, yeah, no. So that's why Ace is here, but he's down there. Roger. Goldie, the KOP. Oh, yeah. I could see him in Always a Bridesmaid because they're topping, but they're not winning regularly. And their win condition is a little different in comparison. I feel like they're top tier. Hey, where's my Roger list? I've got to have it, please, before I get canceled. Before we get canceled, let's look at the Roger. Let's look at this Roger. Okay, now this is one Roger. We're talking about Roger with Zoro, gang. We're talking about Roger with Zoro. This is unseen. This is a speculative best decks in format. Okay, you gotta understand that you're going to 7, or excuse me, you're going to 8. And then you're going to play this out. You're going to be at 7 for that turn. Okay. Then the next turn, you're going to play this out. Next turn, you're at 7 plus whatever. And it doesn't matter if this takes this offline because he's already done his work. So you're getting to be 7K bodied leader, 7K, 5 life bodied, 5 life leader, 7K. I can't talk, but you're getting the ability 1 turn early. A whole turn early. You got to put value in that. You got to believe. You got to understand. You got to understand that. Okay, what was the other one? Conshanks. You got to understand that we're doing this a whole turn early. Okay? This is not a squishy leader at 5. I don't know why, but they felt so squish at 5, 5 live, 5K. Nah, we're going to ramp once and twice, 3 times a lady, but we ramp on our first turn, ramp on our second turn, and we're playing out Zoro. And then 7. Then we go up to 10, 7, plus whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could play that out. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be different. KOP is going to hit different, all right? I'm telling you guys right now. Sabito, Always a Bridesmaid. They got some stuff, and they're a 3 brother. We like them, we love them, want some more of them. Emu, King of the Cuck tier. Now, Emu's definitely still going to be up top. As much as I don't like Emu, as much as I, don't care for Emu, and I'm just like, they ruined the meta. One thing I love about Emu is that they got two eyes. One thing I love about Emu is they are the solution to the whole TCG scalping, etc. problem that we're having. They are a tier 1 $50 to $60 list that could also be the most expensive list if you choose to bling it out. That's why I love Emu. Emu shows that you can be broken, busted, and ruining the game from a competitive standpoint, still be cheap as dirt, okay? But if you want to bling it out with the $50,000 a tournament you're winning, you could spend 50 grand and bling this list out. You see what I'm saying? Like, as much as we all, everybody dislikes Emu. Emu as a deck, as a everything, is the blueprint to solving this whole crisis we find ourselves in, with scalping, etc. Find a way to print the game for cheap, okay? Still have your God pack, still have whatever, but make it so that there's no reason, okay? Yeah, they're going to be lottery tickets, and there's going to be some buffoons that will continue to buy boxes for $200 and $300 just because they might have a gold piece, a God pack, whatever the hell. I forgot these came from the same thing. But you get what I'm saying? Also, to fix this leader, I've had a couple games, and you guys have seen them now, where they're not playing the stage, the empty throne. They're not playing the empty throne. They're instead playing the one cost Mary Goose, right? And they get bopped. They get bopped regularly because you just can't. The loop doesn't feel the same when you draw a card, you get 2 blockers, you get to swing, 7K and minus somebody down the ground. You get to do all those things still, yeah, sure, but you don't have any Dawn up. It doesn't hit the same when you spend all 10 Dawn and you don't have any up for your events, right? Because they get it out, they get the old folks home out for 9, and then they do their ability for 1 more. It does. I feel like it creates a world where you have to be able to play it out for 9 one turn, leave what you have up, keep 1 Dawn up, survive, and then the next turn you do what you do with your swings, right? And then you spin 1 Dawn. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it has to be done like that. It changes the whole way you play the deck. But anyways, I feel like the best way to balance this leader is to, under the rules of the game, you cannot include events with the cost of 2 or more. Okay, cool. You get to play up to 1 Mary Goose stage. Yeah, anyways, you shouldn't be able to play the stage. If you're not able to play the stage for free, then we escape a lot of the buffoonery. They've got to include 4 empty thrones, which give you no value, right? Which give you no counter value, etc. But maybe they'd have to put some 6 pink crystal, as I said in my last video, to negate the bricks. But anyways, if they have to find and develop naturally, organically, the empty throne, then that means they have to get to 7. They do their thing, and then after that, their subsequent turns would become broken and busted, okay? Then you would have final form Emu that's going crazy. But I think guaranteeing that off the rip is just too much. It's just too much. Guaranteeing it is just too much. I mean, yeah, and I think that's a much more simple errata than saying you can get Empty Throne from the beginning of the game, but you cannot use Empty Throne's ability until you have, 9 or more Dawn. You know what I mean? 7 or more Dawn or whatever. Like, yeah, that's, and maybe that would be it. Now, maybe that would be it, because you get the guarantee, but you can't use it until 9 or 10 Dawn, right? Because you wouldn't be able to use it until the next turn anyways. Maybe that'd be a way to settle out of court. I feel like at this point I'm doing developers' jobs. But yeah, I would say Emu needs to not have that stage and have to develop that stage organically. If you want to give it Mary Goose, you may play, you know, Mary Goose from the beginning, Marijois, whatever, I forget what it's called. If you want to play the one call stage, okay, but that's it, right? If you want to, and if you want to, I would settle out of court. I would be interested to see and try if you can have the empty throne, because I'm just coming up with this idea now. You can have the empty throne, but you can't use the ability until you have 9 or 10 Dawn. Maybe. But yeah. So that's enough with Emu. But my official statement is I don't think you should have access to the top ability. I think that you should just have to look for it. And yeah, keep it moving. Bonney's got a lot of hate. Bonney's got a lot of life hate in that heart. We like the life hate Bonney. They won with what is becoming the most populated. I think this is they won with what. I don't think this is always a bridesmaid. Well, with Zoro, we need to make one. With Zoro, maybe. I don't know. Is this even here? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So this one is man, let me see something real quick. Let's go over here. We're looking right now at some we want to see some meta report. I need a meta report on this guy real quick, because last time we checked, oh my god, last time we checked they were doing pretty good. They had a decent slice. Right? Okay. So we've got Tide ads. And look, they're doing 61 out of 370. They're doing pretty good. You guys can see what I'm looking at over here. 361 out of 370. Yeah. You know. First place, second place, first and second. Buy a t-shirt, would you? Doing all right. You're gonna be all right. Yeah, I think if you're coming in first and second, you gotta be up here with the big dogs. Oh, we already put you up there. Yeah, you gotta be up here with the big dogs. Can I run right through it with this, and this? Absolutely. Can it be beaten? Yes. It's got an amazing going first curve though. And man, when you get the right events and you get everything going, you don't get to attack. You know your opponents. It does its thing. He sleeved up. Look at that. Okay, so Mihawk there. Jinbei. Jinbei's almost ripping lines of coke, dog. I don't understand why every time they make a good green Jinbei card, they got to not make it Straw Hats. Big Boa energy. Put her in between her manses. Yeah. So Boa Hancock is one of the... I love it because I don't think a lot of people were big on Boa, myself included. They were not my pick of the litter. God bless. Hear this voice? What's going on? Morning voice. Get the lead out. Anyways, so yeah. Boa Hancock, though, goes great into these guys right here. It's the going wide and all outside. It's the big Lil Mom Planet hand hate, or excuse me. Well, yeah, they got access to pudding, which goes great into this. Goes great into everything. Pudding, that'll get you right. Okay. You've got the life hate. You've got the building the life. You've got everything. In Boa Hancock. I mean, you can't even attack her board or else. If you're gonna attack Boa Hancock, think about it like this. You can't afford to attack her board unless you are going to feasibly be able to get rid of the whole board. What I mean by that is once per turn, right? You take a life if you KO one of her coochie pirates, right? So if you're going to do that and you're just going to get rid of one, that is a terrible idea. Now, if you're going to do that, but you have the Dawn and the bodies to get rid of the rest of her board, perhaps, and you're trading that one life now so that you don't have to deal with her board later on, I guess. And then you hit her and they trigger into another one. You see what I'm saying? So it's yellow shenanigans with blue certainty. Okay, with blue, get them out of here. You know, they got all the removal. You got to be careful what you mix blue with, right? You got to be careful what you mix blue with. But it's not an unbeatable list. It's just a really good one. This is probably what a really good top tier could feel like, in the sense of it's beatable, but it can beat anything also. We like that. We like that. Welcome to best decks in the format, in between your Luffys. I think she would want to be in between this one right here. Yeah, oh yeah. I think that one right there. Yeah, I think he's already. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. He's about to lay it down too. I don't know. I don't know which one. Comment down below which two Luffys should Boa be between. Okay. Duffel Among Us. Always a bridesmaid. Dofi can still beat anything. Dofi can still beat anything. Provided, you know, the pilot won, and you know, there's a perfect storm for Dofi, right? But they still can pull it off. It's just not broken. It's just not going to be at this level with all. It's not at the Luffy level. It's not at the Luffy level. But yeah, you and I will still lose to Dofi. You know, at times, right? We're still going to lose to a Dofi. We're still going to come back with stories of, I didn't see this and they saw all that. We're still going to have those. We're still going to have those. Dofi's good. Will not be surprised to see him top. Would not be too surprised to see him win. But Crocodilio, I love you, dog, but you're in. They won with what? They won with what? Why? Why SpongeBob? I'll tell you why SpongeBob. I was just talking about it earlier. If we come over here, and I know this isn't the end all, you know, I don't want to hear about it every damn time, but if you look at the numbers, those are all the numbers. 9 out of 370. And these are card shops that they're reporting too, okay? Now this is crazy. This is crazy, right? That's crazy. Top 32, 8-1, Bandai Tokyo, 11, damn near 1,200 players, right? That's awesome. Good for you. But I would go out of my way. I would go out on a limb to say that probably did not run into this at all. Okay, like you probably didn't run into any aces at all, because this list beats the dog shit out of Croc. Like, so much so that it can't even exist. You know, Croc can beat some other lists, but I'm running through it with the swiftness with these guys, right? It just isn't it. It's like Bello Betty. Bello Betty, if I go through the trouble of finding Bello Betty really does belong here. Like Bello Betty, they won with what? It really could. Reason why? Because Bello Betty could fuck everybody's day up. You know what I mean? Anybody at any time can get rocked by Bello Betty. But it just got checked so hard by the meta. It got checked so hard by Zoro that it's just like, what are you going to do? You're really going to run Betty and you're going to hope to run into no Zoros? You're going to hope to run into all Luffys? It could happen. It could happen. But now you're on some they won with what? Copehead ass shit, right? Let's see. We were losing our place. Yeah. This guy's also they won with what? This guy's also they won with what? Yeah. He's just too easy to touch. All right, gang. Are we also revealing? Are we also revealing? Are we also revealing? Are they got the rest of them? There's one more they're missing. Let's take, you know what? We'll save this for another day. We'll save this for the next fuck around episode of Dragon Ball Z. Okay, we'll save this. Right now, I'll tell you what. Right now, I feel like let's fucking talk about it. We're here. We're here. Who am I? You know who I am. Come on, I don't get down like that. Okay, Dawn Krieg. We got red and green. If your guys are East Blue type, okay, so everybody's gonna be rushing to their fucking old ass fucking cards that are already getting cycled out, right? By the time this motherfucker's even available, and everybody's got to see is it East Blue? Is it East Blue? Everybody's got to figure it out, right? How is it East Blue and the card ain't blue? Red and green, East Blue. It just sounds like, you know. Anyways, Okay, Dawn 1, your opponent's turn. If you control only characters with East Blue type, all of your opponent's characters gain minus 2,000 power. Activate main once per turn. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with 2 or more given cards. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with 2 or more given Dawn cards. What? Can you move Dawn around? If you're not moving, if this guy isn't moving Dawn around on their opponent's board, which would be a new thing and would be crazy, but if they're not doing that, then this ability is absolutely bonkers, absolutely just buffoonery. There's no way in hell you're going to be moving around Dawn that is right side up, like ready Dawn at the base. There's no way that's going to happen. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. If you're moving rested Dawn and attaching it, all right. If you're detaching Dawn and playing it over, all right, maybe. But if Homeboy's got 2 Dawn up and you've got a card that says attached to Dawn, any Dawn to anybody, and you just remove that, kind of like a dead man's game, that would be insane. Also, what the fuck are we doing with Don Krieg? Like, why is this a leader in OP15? Why is this a leader? Let me tell you why I'm wondering why. Because I'm sorry, gang, but power creep is true. Power creep is a thing, all right? It's the global warming of One Piece TCG. We can all deny it, but there's some weird things. Has there been a look? I'll weight both sides of the scale. Has there been an ice age before? Yeah. Who was driving? Who was driving Hummers back then? I don't know. Okay, so maybe, okay, whatever. But it's there. There's something going on with the climate, all right? But the thing is that if you're going to power creep, why are you going to power creep this dirtbag that got, like, bodied in the first 20 episodes of One Piece? Like, sorry if you ain't seen it yet. But, I mean, like, you probably don't even... This guy, I still, by the way, I am... Where am I at right now? Shanks, spoiler, Shanks already destroyed Kid Pirates. There's something Revolutionary Army stuff's going on right now. Anyway, so I'm almost caught up. And I have, from the beginning I got in this game, had no idea what they say Dawn. And I still don't know what the fuck Dawn is. I still don't know what Dawn is. And this guy's name threw me the fuck off. I'm like, Don Krieg, oh, he must be strong because Dawn, and we use Dawn. No, I still don't know why we use Dawn. I still don't know what Dawn is. What does Dawn mean in One Piece? Damn phone thought I said DAWN. Oh, that's sick. A Japanese onomatopoeia for a loud, deep boom or drum beat representing dramatic, high impact or emotional moments in the manga. Does it give me one? It gives me no example. Okay. Doom. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. Anyways, this guy's a fucking asshole. Why are they powering him up? Get out of here. This one right here. Under the rules of the game, your Dawn deck is 6. Activate main once per turn. If it is your second turn or later, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck, set it as active, and add up to 4 rested Dawn cards from your Dawn deck. Then give up to 4 rested Dawn cards to one of your characters. So you ramp daddy, you're capped at 6, but you get a big boy swing. We're going to have to come back to that. We're going to have to come back to Memory Inno, okay? And then we're just revisiting Sky Island all around. Y'all should have known they ain't going to let that Luffy float out by itself. Oh, y'all want to know where I think these are going? When one of your Sky Island type characters with an original power of 6k or greater would be removed from the field by your opponent, you may instead place the top card of your life into your hand. I mean, would be removed from the field by your opponent? Is that... I hate to be that guy, but like removed, does that mean like defeated? Does that mean like defeated in battle, or is it just like, you know, you just can't get rid of anything? Off the rip, everybody getting, I'm gonna at least put that there. I'm gonna at least put, where'd you go? I'm gonna at least put it right here. I don't know what the East Blue stuff is gonna be, but I mean, yeah, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. Then you can run Zoro, go to 7. That's gonna be crazy. I don't like him, so I'm not gonna put him up here, but that's gonna be crazy. Luffy, I don't know, Luffy. I'm trying to find a space for you up here. You're gonna have access to a lot of yellow. We're gonna have to, in another video, we're gonna have to review the set. Let's not speak ignorantly. Yeah, let's not speak ignorantly. Let's keep it for right now. And yeah. But we're still gonna comfortably put Luffy up here. We have faith. Okay, Rainbow, Uda. That's just trash. We're gonna put that right there. We're gonna put that right there. This one is just, how do you even get this one? This is Copehead. I've been playing with it. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Kaido. Kaido, they won with what? Kaido is like, yo, it feels like it's good enough, but just not quite. It feels like it feels like it's got really cool tools, and it does, but it's just not there. Luffy, red purple Luffy. I got one coming out with this guy. This is the Luffy. We're still trying to figure out where it belongs. We're still trying to figure out its final form. You know what I mean? We're still trying to figure out its final form. So it's definitely going to rest in best decks and format until we figure that out. But I got a video coming up going over all of that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Luffy, we're not done with Luffy yet. Kid, God bless, bro. Cope daddy, dude. Ripping lines of cope, man. I wanted this leader to work so damn bad. And I can't even make a video. I can't even in good faith put together a video for you guys, because I'm not gonna put a fucking video together that's just me playing against fucking Kaduki, Hannibal, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. That's just not what I do. It's not how I get down. And then say, hey, it could work. Every card does something. Every card has a printed value. Every card says, oh, well, why are you running this card? Well, I'm running it because it does this when it... Yeah, we all know. We can read the fucking card. Do they work, though? It's not working. Uda goes the one with what? Uda's got a lot. Uda's got a lot going on. We'll put that in there as well. Yeah. These guys... I think this guy is back to... I think this guy's back to best deck. No, that one would be a troll. That would be a troll. Fuck it, we've come this far. Man, not gonna just... Starter deck Luffy with the new thing, I think could be something. I think could be something. With that new Zoro, I think starter deck. I think yeah. Let's be real. Let's be real with these. I think that Luffy could do something there. This is just, why would you play this, I guess? No. Now, this one I want to talk about. I think that Yuffie could really do something. I think that Yuffie with the Thriller Bark package, EB03, Hank Hill Nami ass. Hank Hill ass Nami. I think we could do something with that. If I got Yuffie on here, it's got to be at the bottom. No, I don't got Yuffie. Well, that's fucking crazy. I could have swore I did one. But yeah, if we want to look up the yellow straws, it's getting access to this Robin right here, EB03. God bless. Some people run that one. I'm not even running that. Some people running this. I'm not even running it. Give up to one of your Rested Dawn. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't think that's the biggest deal. I don't think that's the biggest thing in the world. But yeah, I feel like this leader is hooping. I think this leader with the Thriller Bark package that I showed you guys last time out is really hooping at a consistent level. And anytime you trigger into things on a consistent level, it's just too damn much. It's just too much. But yeah, that's gonna do it for everybody. Honestly, I mean, we might as well just put this here. They want with what, right? Who cares, right? But yeah. So speculative. Moving forward, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm thinking. I do think Bonney could be up there, though. I do think Bonney could be up there. I think Bonney could win it all. I'm gonna go ahead and put Bonney up here. We like Bonney up here. Yeah. So this is my list. This will teach you to ever ask me to do another tier list. But we definitely got some cards to explore, some to mess around with. I'm obviously going to be surprised to see a lot of things happen in this game. And yeah, and anybody who's losing with this, I don't know what you're doing, dog. I don't know. It must be a skill issue because it's the best deck in the format. But anyways, gang. Yeah, very excited for OP15 to come after this. Very excited for the rest of OP14 for that matter. EB04. Where do I think? Let's we already put that one there. I'm gonna say man, that minus 2K sounds crazy though, man. That sounds crazy. That sounds like it's gotta be up here. That sounds like it's gotta be up here. But what kind of world are we living in if Don Krieg is top tier? What? Does he come back? Did I miss something? They should have made that, like, they should have gave that kind of ability to like a Borsellino leader. You know what I mean? Like, we need a Borsellino leader. I'm in Egghead tearing it up right now. We need a Borsellino leader. I'm gonna go ahead and Enel. I'm gonna preemptively put Enel right here. Yeah, I'm gonna put Enel right there. They might be like the new Rayleigh, in the sense of their limitation is met with such support that they just blow everything out of the water. We will review them. You know what I mean? We will review them. Maybe we'll make another tier list for the new leaders. Maybe we'll do that. That'll be fun. But right now, yeah, I just think that's so fucking ridiculous. Minus 2K to everybody. And then you put Zoro in your 7. That's a 4K swing. Oh, wait, you couldn't because Zoro's not East Blue. Zoro's not East Blue. See, I'm already fucking it up. Zoro is not East Blue. No, sirree, Bob. Egghead, Straw Hat. Yeah. What do we got in East? Oh, boy, we got a lot. We got Lord of the Coast. Oh, we just got a bunch of buffoonery. I wonder if this card's going to go back. This card's getting rotated out. It's getting rotated out. Are they reprinting it? Is there a reprint that I forgot about? Maybe they did. I think they did, right? You may trash one card from your hand, KO up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. This character gains double attack. Shit. Maybe, dog. East Blue. East Blue. What? East Blue. No, that's their Zoro leader. Hey, yo. OP14. If your leader is Kudo, play up to 1 East Blue type character card with a cost of 6 or less from your hand. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that is going to go ahead and do it for us over here at 3-Piece TCG. Love you guys. Love yourself. Respect others. Live in your purpose, on purpose. And I will see you guys in the next one. This is the OP14. Oh, we got to do all caps. What's going on? OP14 EB04 spec list. Speculative list. I'm not gonna show you guys. I don't know how to spell that. But I will see you guys in the next one. Do comment down below. What do you think about this tier list? What do you think? Who would you have placed? Do you think all of the Luffys should have been? Maybe this is what it should have looked like. Maybe that's what it should have looked like. I understand. I understand. Maybe this is the final one. I get it. I get it. I get where you're coming from. I hear you. Okay, so now that I fixed the list, what do you guys think about it? You guys let me know down below. I will see you in the next one. Stay warm. Stay warm.
Stuck up in it, stuck up in it. Stuck in it, stuck in it. I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change.